guidance of my teachers, for the lineage of teachers before them. I give thanks and offerings for their devoted practice of generosity, moral discipline, patience, joyful effort, concentration, wisdom, skillful means, unshakable vow, spiritual powers, and awakened awareness for my benefit. May their years of life be lengthened, and may their vows be completely realized. 7 practices of the Bodhisattva. I bow down in body, speech, and mind. I offer the best I have to give, both real and imagined, to fill the space between us. I regret and purify all transgressions. I rejoice in all virtues. I request you to remain until total enlightenment. I request wise and compassionate guidance. I dedicate my merit for the sake of all beings. Generating love and compassion. May all sentient beings be free from clinging and hatred, being close to some and distant from others. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from clinging and hatred. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them happiness and the causes of happiness. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings have the joy that has never known suffering. May they be free from clinging, hatred, jealousy, miserliness, doubt, pride, wrong view, ignorance, and dualistic thoughts. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them to this state. Bless me to accomplish this. Today's reading is from the Plum Village Songbook.
Turn the mic on.
Today's reading is from the Plum Village Songbook. It's The Island Within. With this breath, I return to the island within. As an island unto myself, Buddha is my mindfulness, shining near and far. Dharma is my breathing, guarding body and mind. I am free. I am free. With this breath, I return to the island within, as an island unto myself. Sangha is my 5 skandhas, flowing as one, taking refuge in myself, coming back to myself. I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free. Please stand for the Heart Sutra. Great Prajna Paramita Heart Sutra. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva practicing deep prajnaparamita clearly saw that all five skandhas are empty, transforming all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form, form is exactly emptiness, emptiness exactly form, cessation, perception, mental all things are essentially empty, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, without loss, without gain. Therefore in emptiness there is no form, no sensation, perception, mental reaction, consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no color, sound, smell, taste, touch, object of thought, no seeing, and so on, to no thinking, no ignorance, and also no ending of ignorance, and so on, to no old age and death, and also no ending of old age and death, no suffering, cause of suffering, cessation, path, no wisdom, and no attainment, since there is nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva lives by prajnaparamita with no hindrance in the mind, no hindrance, and therefore no fear, far beyond delusive thinking. Right here is nirvana. All Buddhas of past, present, and future live by prajnaparamita, attaining Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore know that prajnaparamita is the great sacred mantra, the great vivid mantra, the unsurpassed mantra, the supreme mantra, which completely removes all suffering. This is truth, not mere formality. Therefore set forth the prajnaparamita mantra, set forth this mantra, and proclaim Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha. Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. All that is and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We offer this sincere and devoted practice for the many beings of the 6 worlds, and dedicated in grateful thanks to the strength and sound practice of the great Heartland Sangha and its teachers. May our virtuous actions be clear from all interferences, and may our vows be fully realized. We also dedicate our practice to Thich Nhat Hanh Dayosho, Janet, Charlie, Wayne, Barb at the time of her death, as well as those names we hold in the silence of our hearts and those names we now voice aloud. May we live in perfect peace with Buddha Dharma, and may we realize the Buddha way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Mahaprajna, Paramita. Prepare for Zazen. First and third rows, turn to your right. Second and back rows, turn to your left. If necessary, people who are more familiar with the pattern, please move to assist those who are less familiar. We'll now recite the Sangha Covenant. We, the Daishin Kokuji Sangha, with respect for the worth and dignity of each person, with wonder at the wisdom and compassion we seek to cultivate by practice, and with deep gratitude for the teachers of this lineage and our connection to one another, covenant to support each other by upholding the precepts of doing no harm, practicing good, and actualizing good for others. Prepare for Teisho. Gata on opening the sutra. The Dharma incomparably profound and infinitely subtle is rarely encountered even in millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, receive and maintain it. May we completely realize the Tathagata's true meaning. All right. Can you hear okay? No. Better? What do I do? It's on my eyeball, that's why. That's very advanced to be able to talk with your eyeball. I'm not there yet. What am I doing? Okay. Did it go back to my eyeball? All right. Don't anyone move. All right. We have arrived. This is Thich Nhat Hanh's famous saying, we have arrived. So today's reading is from Thich Nhat Hanh. This is a gatha that he composed based on the last teaching of the Buddha. The island within. With this breath, I return to the island within. As an island unto myself, Buddha is my mindfulness, shining near and far. Dharma is my breathing,
regarding body and mind. I am free, I am free. With this breath, I return to the island within. As an island unto myself, Sangha is my 5 skandhas, flowing as one. Taking refuge in myself, I am free, I am free, I am free, I am free. Now this is a gatha that he said he used all of his life. And as you can feel, it's quite moving. I was going to open talking about being in the depths of winter and it being sort of brittle and dry and wanting to kind of pull back into your shell, you know, like like a turtle or something. And as soon as I read this, I felt so thawed out, right? I kind of forgot about winter. And this is really sort of Thich Nhat Hanh's like energetic signature. That his teaching was really thawing us out. He had this very sort of, I would say almost like equatorial way of being in the world. And of course, here in the north, we're a little bit more sort of Viking, Celtic, Kamakura, snow everywhere kind of vibe. I really bow to that energetic signature of Thich Nhat Hanh. We really should remember how remarkable it is that this man was such a light of the Dharma in the world. Because, you know, he grew up in a war zone. You know, most of us have like kind of anxiety, depression, messed upness because, you know, we didn't get quite what we needed or wanted when we were younger, or it's a little hard to make our way through the day. But this was actually a war zone that he grew up in. And he made the decision to be a light in the world. He made the decision to combust his life, to practice this breath, this in and out, as a way of expressing his Buddha nature. And this is, may we all do this, right? May we all find our way to practicing the Dharma breath by breath. It's so interesting because, you know, one of the big monasteries that he founded is in France, Plum Village. But roll that back a few decades, and France was the occupying country in Vietnam. The whole reason why we got involved in Vietnam was France came along and said, you know, we can't do this on our own, we need help. So his response to that was to build a monastery in France and practice this light of the Buddha with everyone. This is really remarkable. Truly, truly remarkable. So let's look at this gatha a little bit. Of course, I'm sure you recognize it as a variation on the theme of refuge, taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The island within. This is so interesting that the Buddha's last teaching was know that you are an island. This is quite fascinating because he didn't say, oh, there's only one body of the Buddha, non-separation, everything perfect, perfect, perfect. He said, know that you are an island. And immediately he brings us right to that place of, whoa, my body, my consciousness. Nobody else is doing me. Nobody else is doing my mind, my thoughts. This is my birth, my life, and my death. Such a profound teaching right there. And most of us, I think, too, think about this island as being remote, separated, right? So you think of an island like, oh, I am remote, I am separated. But in fact, when we actually just even intellectually drill down on the island, everything is touching the island. The ocean is touching the island. The continents are touching the ocean. The earth is touching the sky is touching the cosmos, and so on and so on and so forth. With this breath, I return to the island within. So for Thich Nhat Hanh, and I think for the Buddha too, this island was safe haven. One of the first things we have to really kind of reconcile when we start doing meditation is that, holy moly, my within is anything but safe refuge and harbor. This is really a little bit kind of wacky in there. The key master here, if you will, is with this breath, right? So when we're practicing following the breath, counting the breath, this cuts through any kind of crazy we have in our minds. And it is this sort of, we really put our hand into the hand of our breath, and our breath just begins to show us what this island looks like, what it smells like, what are the contours of this island, right? Where are the places where the tigers hang out? Where are the nice, peaceful lagoons, right? With this breath, I return to the island within. And the breath shows us how to find the safe harbor inside, how to just not get so wound up in all the crazy. Just settling into the breath, knowing exactly how to do its job, not having to make it do anything at all. And this breath is showing us the island within. As an island unto myself, Buddha is my mindfulness. So deeply acknowledging this truth as an island unto myself. Buddha, awakened life, unconditional love, unconditional compassion, luminous clarity of the mind having seen directly into its source. Buddha is my mindfulness. I kind of wish he had used a different word there. I would have used awareness. Because remember, mindfulness is tucked inside meditation as putting your mind where you want it to be. So always, whatever object of meditation you have, so the breath or koan or whatever, the mindfulness is making sure you stay there, right? Keeping the concentration strong. Well, it's true that awakened life is mindfulness, but awakened life is much more than just keeping your mind focused on your object of meditation. It's a lot more than that. And of course, like mindfulness has a twin, and mindfulness's twin is alertness, right? They always go together, hang out together. And alertness is what tells the mindfulness, hey dude, you're a little off course here. Get back, get back, get back. And here I think Thich Nhat Hanh wanted to say something a little bit more sort of all-encompassing, which awareness certainly, I think, fills that bill. Shining near and far. When I was first studying, we used to say, I take refuge in the jewel of the perfect and complete Buddha nature, shining inside and outside of me. So this business of shining inside and outside, cutting through all of our clinging, all of our attachments, shining forth in this warm-hearted, spacious way, showing us our Buddha nature, right? That's what we're doing when we take that breath. All of this inner richness and inner potential and possibility is in this in-breath and out-breath. You just have to settle down enough to kind of get on the bus, you know? Dharma is my breathing, guarding body and mind. This is very interesting. So Dharma is the teachings, also reality, also our own spiritual development. That in all three of those things do, in a very real way, guard our capacity for awakening. You could say that our direct experience, merging with our rational cognitive understanding of the Dharma, gives rise to this guarding of the mind and the body. Especially, though, I would have to say, it's very easy for the mind to read some stuff and say, oh yeah, that makes sense. Very easy. But for the body and the heart and the emotions and the sort of deep-seated samsaric ego to enter into the stream of the Dharma, that takes a bit more work. And that's what we're doing. That's what practice is all about. Guarding the body and mind. Dharma is my breathing. I am free. I am free. Right? Just that. Can we actually give ourselves that jewel of I am free. I am free in this moment. Totally surrendered, totally let go. Interestingly, when Thich Nhat Hanh was talking about this, he sort of took it from the other side. He said, I am free from fear. I am free from confusion and anxiety. So when we are free from fear and confusion and anxiety, this natural state of our Buddhahood, which is boundless and unconditionally loving and free, 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 it just shines right through, near and far. This is our practice. This is what we're doing. This is our gift to the world, that we take and we turn the light inside and we find our inner treasure, our inner Dharma eye, our inner Dharma treasury. And then as soon as we find that, we don't have to work at it. It just flows out. And everywhere we go, something's changed. The other day I was taking a walk and there was a raccoon at the back door. I thought, okay, this is interesting. This is the beginning of all the animals coming, And I walked kind of close to it and it didn't move. So I'm like, okay, this is a hurt raccoon. So at a safe distance, I gave the raccoon refuge and precepts. And reminded it will be a Buddha, and it is a Buddha. And I swear to God, as I was doing it, its head was up like this, and as I was doing it, it literally bowed down. I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. And all I could do was like, I don't know why I started talking about that, but I know it was relevant. So I'm just going to go back to where we were. Do I even know where we were? No. So that freedom, right? I am free. I am free to not know where we are, to not have to figure everything out, to be free simply because we are alive. Full stop. Right? This is our work. This is our Buddha nature. Okay. Sangha is my 5 skandhas, flowing as one. This is really interesting because usually we think of Sangha as the community of practitioners, right? So we call ourselves the Sangha. This is a really interesting investigation, to investigate your own body. So the 5 skandhas are eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Consciousness is another one. As community, your community, in harmony. I think it brings us to a very different kind of relationship with our body. And so many of us struggle with being in relationship with our body. What if we considered our body to be our Sangha? And we love our Sangha, right? Taking refuge in myself, I am free, I am free, I am free, I am free. So taking refuge in the whole catastrophe of ourselves, right? Our Buddha nature, our true nature shining through, now showing up as, oh my God, I'm so afraid right now. Or whatever that happens to be. I'm in such distress. People aren't acting the way I want them to. I'm not acting the way I want to. I am free. I am free. Maybe, like running around I was thinking today as I was running around the temple, like, no, Thich Nhat Hanh didn't do this. Just say it. He was like, bloop, bloop, bloop. Everything was so soft and quiet. And, inviting and gentle. It wasn't like, I remember when we went to his monastery. The thing I remember most about the monastery, I don't even know, but it really sticks in my mind. We're having lunch, right? And his monks are all there. And first of all, they look like they haven't seen a piece of meat since, before they were born. Everybody's like super skinny. And one in particular had this incredible jawline, just cut like you would not believe. And as he was eating, you could see his jawline mindfully chomping on this food. And I was absolutely fascinated by this. In fact, I can bring it to my mind right now. And I thought about, sometimes in Oryoki, we're like, feed that, get that food in. Anyway, I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free.
Beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Thank you for coming, everyone. Are there announcements? Before those announcements, I want to give deep bows of gratitude to the Zendo cleaning crew who was here early this morning, I think led by Jukai, led by Tenzin. Well, thank you so much, and including people who had never been here before. So deep bows for that. Great, thank you. Any others? Okay, could I briefly see liturgy team right up here by the Makugyo, and please restore the Zendo.